Hey folks, how's it going? Hopefully you guys having a fantastic day. We are checking out more Blackadder. And I want to say thank you to everybody who's been policing the comments for so long when it comes to like all these shows and sending me messages and let me know that there's spoilers in the comment. And I said something similar to this before, but I just wanted to reiterate it again. I just want to say thank you first. And then also the last episode was fantastic, man. Rick Mill was hilarious. He just seemed to have this endless bag of like dong jokes, man, and it was fantastic. Just a bunch of dick and sex jokes, and they were hilarious all the way through. The entire episode was fantastic. I just enjoyed it, man. I love the Flash Art character. It just was a good episode, man, all the way through. I thought the episode was fantastic, so I definitely look forward to this one, man. Somebody messaged me and said if you enjoyed the last episode, you're gonna love this one. But people say stuff like that all the time, and I usually try to make my own judgment call. There have been episodes of shows people tell me they're gonna be terrible, and I watch it like, I really enjoyed this episode. People might hate me for this, but I thought it was pretty good. But yeah, man, let's just go ahead and jump into this one, folks. We'll talk about it more at the end.
I spy with my little eye something beginning with M.
Mug. Dorks.
Oh, I say, well done, sir. Your turn.
I spy with my bored little eye something beginning with T.
Breakfast. My breakfast always begins with tea. Then I have a little sausage. Then an egg with some little soldiers.
Ulrich, when I said it begins with T, I was talking about a letter.
Never begins with a letter. The postman don't come till 10:30.
I can't go on with this, George. Take it over.
All right, sir. I spy with my little eye something beginning with R.
Army.
For God's sake, Ulrich, Army starts with an A. He's looking for something that starts with an R.
Motorbike.
What?
A motorbike starts with a...
Right, my turn again. What begins with come here and ends with ow?
I don't know.
Come here. Well done.
Now tell you what, let's try another one. I hear with my little ear something beginning with B.
What?
Bomb.
I can't hear a bomb.
Listen very carefully.
Oh shit.
Oh, yes.
Well, Captain, you are indeed fortunate to have a loyal friend like darling Georgie.
I think you might be under a slight misapprehension here, nurse. I lost closer friends than darling Georgie the last time I was deloused. Now, if you'll excuse me, I've got better things to do than exchange pleasantries with a wet blanket. Would you get out? We got some important military business.
Well, 10 minutes only then.
Gosh, I wish I could come with you, you know, sir.
Oh, no. You must stay here, my brave hero.
Brave hero, nurse. I was more wounded the last time I clipped my toenails.
Take no notice of him.
Yes, pay no attention to the nasty man.
Look, if I can't give my brave boys a kind word and a big smile, what can I give them?
Well, one or two ideas do suggest themselves. But you'd probably think they were unhygienic. Hello? Hello?
You're playing hide and seek?
Right, Brenham. What? Right. It's fine, sir.
Can anyone tell me what's going on?
Security, Blackadder.
Security?
Security isn't a dirty word, Blackadder. Crevice is a dirty word, but security isn't.
So in the name of security, sir, everyone who enters the room has to have his bottom fondled by this drooling pervert.
Only doing my job, Blackadder.
Oh, well, how lucky you are, then, that your job is also your hobby.
Now, there's another dirty word. Job.
So, is there something the matter? You think there's a German spy in the field hospital? I think you might be right there.
Your job, Blackadder, is to root this spy out. How long do you think you'll need? You'll have to be away from the trenches for some time.
6 months?
Too late, Blackadder. You got 3 weeks.
Yes, 3 weeks to smoke the bugger out.
Right, well, I'll be back in 3 weeks.
Excellent. And if you come back with the information, Captain Darling will pump you thoroughly in the debriefing room.
Not while I have my strength, he won't.
Damnation, sir. His insolence makes my blood boil.
What, spy on our own spy as he searches for their spy? Yes, why not? Sounds rather fun. You'll have to go undercover.
Oh, definitely, sir.
And you'll need some kind of wound, convincing wound.
Naturally, sir.
Yes.
Oh, shit.
That looks quite convincing.
I too have a cunning plan to catch the spies.
Do you, Baldrick, do you?
You go round the hospital and you ask everyone, are you a German spy?
Yes, I must say, Baldrick, I appreciate your involvement on the creative side.
If it was me, I'd own up.
Of course you would, but sadly the enemy have not added to the German army entrance form the requirement must have intellectual capacity of a boiled potato. Now, Baldrick, see that man over there?
Yeah?
I want you to stick to him like a limpet. Make sure he doesn't leave the hospital.
Yes, sir.
Hello, darling. What are you doing here?
Bullet in the foot.
Well, I can understand people up the front trying to shoot themselves in the foot, but when you're 35 miles behind the line...
I did not shoot myself. The general did it.
Finally got fed up with you, did he?
No, it was a mistake.
Oh, he was aiming for your head.
He wasn't aiming for anything.
Oh, so he was going for between your legs, then?
Very funny, Blackadder. You'll be laughing on the other side of your face if you don't find this spy.
Don't you worry, darling. I intend to start interviewing suspects immediately.
This is completely ridiculous, Blackadder.
Bogus.
You can't suspect me. I've only just arrived.
All right, you stinking piece of crap. Say no cake, old Sammy, I know you. Tell me, fun darling, what was it finally won you over, eh? Was it the pumpernickel, or was it the thought of hanging around with big men in leather shorts?
I'll have you court-martialed for this, Blackadder.
What, for obeying the general's orders? That may be what you do in Munich, or should I say München, but not here, Werner. You're a filthy Hun spy, aren't you? Baldrick the Cocker Spaniel, please.
No, wait. No, look, I'm English. I was born in Croydon. I was educated in Liverpool Primary School. I've got a girlfriend called Doris. I know the words to all 3 verses of God Save the King.
4 verses.
4 verses, 4 verses. I meant 4 verses. Look, I'm as British as Queen Victoria.
You're half German and you married a German.
No, for God's sake, I'm a spy.
Good, thanks very much. And the next one.
He's so bogus.
What's all this noise about? Don't you realize this is a hospital?
Oh, shit.
You'll regret this, Blackadder. You better find the real spy or I'll make it very hard for you.
Please, darling, there are ladies present.
He's so bogus.
When this war is over, do you think we might get to know each other a little better?
Yes, why not? When this madness is finished, perhaps we could go cycling together. Take a trip down to the old Swan at Henley and go for a walk in the woods.
Yes. Or we could just do it right now on the desk.
Yeah, buddy.
Yeah, okay. Everything all right, Smith?
Oh, yeah, excellent, excellent.
Very good.
Smithy, you haven't seen any suspicious-looking characters hanging around, have you, who might be German spies?
9.
9? Cap's got his work cut out then.
Tell me, Edmond, do you have someone special in your life?
Well, yes, as a matter of fact, I do.
Who?
Me. Good morning, sir. May I introduce Nurse Fletcher Brown? She's been very supportive during my work at the hospital.
How do you do, young lady? Sit down.
He's so weird.
So, any news of the spy, Blackadder?
Yes, sir.
Excellent. The Germans seem to know every move we make. I had a letter from Jerry yesterday. It said, "Isn't it about time you changed your shirts, walrus face?" So, do you have any ideas who it might be, young lady?
Well, sir, I'm only a humbled nurse, but I did at one point think it might be Captain Darling.
Well, bugger me with a fish fork. Oh, darling, a
Damn,
Jerry
bogus.
Morse-tapper? What nurse made you suspect him?
Well, sir, he pooh-poohed the captain here and said he'd never find the spy. Well, sir, there is a man in the hospital with a pronounced limp and a very strong German accent. It must be him. It's obvious.
Obvious, but wrong. It's not him.
And why not?
Because, sir, not even the Germans would be stupid enough to field a spy with a strong German accent.
Well, then who is it?
Well, it's perfectly simple. It's you.
That's what I thought.
Edmond!
There's no way it's that
Explain
easy.
yourself, Blackadder, before I have you shot for being rude to a lady.
Well, sir, the first seeds of suspicion were sown when Lieutenant George unwittingly revealed that she spoke German. And then the final irrefutable proof. Remember you mentioned a clever boyfriend?
Yes?
I then leapt on the opportunity to test you. I asked if he'd been to one of the great universities, Oxford, Cambridge, or Hull.
Well?
You failed to spot that only 2 of those are great universities.
Swine!
That's right. Oxford's a complete dump.
Well, quite. No true Englishwoman could have fallen into that trap.
Thought you loved me.
Nah. Take it away.
Rouse!
Good work, Blackadder.
Nah.
I'd better go and assemble a
This dude.
firing squad.
You get 2 shits.
So what the devil is going on? I've just seen Nurse Mary being led away to a firing squad.
Nurse Mary is the spy, George.
What? Oh, impossible.
Afraid so.
Well, cover me with eggs and flour and bake me for 40 minutes. Who'd have thought it, eh? Nurse Mary, a Bosch nose poker inner. Oh, well, lots of exciting stuff to put in my next letter to my Uncle Herman in Munich. Those letters I've been writing in hospital to my German uncle.
New information, Blackadder?
George.
Oh, yeah, well, I know there's a war on, but family is family, and old Uncle Hermy does so love to be kept abreast of what's going on. I even wrote and told him about old walrus-faced Melchett and his smelly old shirts.
Oh my god, this dude.
Would you like me to tell this one to the General Blackadder? Or would you enjoy that very special moment?
Damn. Alright, shoot, man. So it's George the whole time, dude. I really thought it was the nurse the entire time. And I thought that primarily because a lot of the characters carry on a lot of the traits from their past selves. So I thought, hey, the queen's evil, so it's probably the nurse being a spy, easy connection kind of thing. They probably did that on purpose to kind of throw everybody off. Unless I was one of the few people who were threw off and you guys automatically knew it was probably like George being a dink because he's like writing all these detailed letters to like his uncle or something. But I really did think it was the nurse. Evil queen, evil spy. I just put those together. And if I really think about it, it's just as simple as assuming it's the guy with the German accent. It's assumed that she's going to be evil just because her ancestor was, you know? My whole point is people take a piece of the previous character with them into like the new thing. And I think that's the whole point. Like Balder's still a dink, you know? The guy who played the prince is still a dink. Blackadder still like is like, you know, witty and shit. So that's why I thought like, hey, for sure, it's the nurse. She is the one who's the spy. Because the queen was evil. The whole time was George. What a dink. It's a funny episode, man. Blackadder's cold-blooded. The way he played old girl, when she said we thought we had something, it's like, nope. Or nah, what'd he say? Nope, nah, something like that. So I guess he's going to be in a lot of trouble since he screwed up, dude. He has to go catch her from getting shot up. What's going to happen to George for giving away all the information? I wonder if all that's going to carry into the next episode. It's probably going to be just written off, most likely. I did enjoy the previous one more, but I'm biased because I really like Flashheart and I really like Rick Mail. All right, guys, man, that is it. That is all for this one. Hopefully you guys are happy, safe, and healthy. I'll see you in the next one. Later.